Hi guys, how you doing? I just wanted to do a little life update with you. I know it's been a while since I posted. The family's been going through it a bit, but we're still in process of getting through a stomach flu that ran through the house. Thankfully, my husband didn't get it, but it's because he's not home with the kids. Um, so the baby got it first, and then my son got it, and then I got it. And it's the worst. Um, Thankfully, we were able to get something for the nausea. We had to take the baby to the ER actually, and it sounds worse than it really is, but we did it because we were coming up on a holiday weekend, and he hadn't had a wet diaper in a long time, so we wanted to make sure that he wasn't dehydrated, and so we just took him to the ER just to make sure. And they actually gave him Zofran, which is awesome because that helped him keep fluids down so that we could get him back to, having wet diapers. He's still not 100% at all, and we've been fighting this probably for about 5 days now. Stomach flu does last a while, unfortunately. Um, my oldest son he doesn't have the vomiting part, but he has the other, and that's lasted a couple of days too. So, if you're going through it at home, it sucks. There's really not much that you can do about it, but if you can get your doctor to prescribe something for the vomiting, just so that they can keep fluids down, because that's the biggest thing, is to keep the fluids down, so that they're not dehydrated. The diarrhea, it sucks, but do not give anyone anti-diarrheal. Do not. That is probably the worst thing that you can do, because it's the body's way of getting it out. Diarrhea is actually better than vomiting in that case, because it's pushing it out of the body, like it's already moved its way through, it's out of the body. Vomiting is the worst, because you can't keep anything in the body to be able to get the nutrients you need. So if you can stop the vomiting, to be able to hold the nutrients in, then the body has the nutrients it needs to be able to fight, to push whatever it is out through the diarrheal process. I know it's a really gross subject, but I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with it in your own personal lives, but as parents, it's awful, because you don't want your babies to be sick. Especially since my baby just came off of having hives. Like, it just feels like one thing after another for our family right now. But I guess when it rains, it pours. So we're just, going through the motions, trying to, get everybody back to normal, so that we can get back to, whatever our messy little lives are. But yeah, it's so that's what's been going on with us. We're still dealing with, the passing of my father-in-law as well. We do have a family friend that's an attorney, so we'll be speaking to him hopefully soon to get more of an idea as to where we're going to go and what we can do and things like that. But aside from that, the plants they're doing okay, just because I haven't really been able to give them as much time as they need, or as much attention as they need, because I myself have not been 100%. So fingers crossed I'll be able to get them back. I need to move the tomatoes. I did see that somebody had commented, and I had, commented back about how they don't like the heat, the extreme heat. So I need to find somewhere else for them to go, because they're not happy in the greenhouse anymore. And the strawberries aren't exactly happy in there either. They're trying, but they're not happy in there either. So I need to find a better place for them. I do have an idea, so hopefully that'll work out. Aside from that, I'll switch you around so that I got my plants hanging. Those are all the ones that were down here on the windowsill, so they've gotten significantly bigger. Here, I'll get my lazy butt up off the couch so that you can see them. So this here is the little Brussels sprout. It had finally grown roots. I don't know if you can see that because of the light, but avocado. This is bell pepper. This is avocado that went crazy. If you have the option to keep them in water for as long as possible, this is in water for a lot longer than this one. They're both still obviously growing really well, but this one seems to be doing significantly better. And then the rest of this is just bell pepper seed. This is another avocado pit that I've started. The lettuce, I'm just experimenting to see what happens with it, and then more of the bell peppers. So the whole reason why I do so many seeds of one thing is because, I just want to make sure that if one of them doesn't survive, then I have some more. I had a lot more bell pepper seeds than what I have sprouted right now, but they didn't make it. They didn't survive. I do have some more lemon seeds that I'm attempting to germinate. So we'll see what happens with those. And then, once I'm feeling a little bit better, I'll go out and do an update on the greenhouse, or maybe when I switch everything over. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a little bit better here, guys. Also, my ginger bug, because I wasn't feeling well, I wasn't paying attention to it, and it did grow mold, so I tossed it. I will be starting new with that. I did get some bigger mason jars because they were on sale at Walmart. So I don't know if it's the same with whatever Walmart's around you, but there were I believe it's 6 of them, the big huge ones, the wide mouth with the 64 ounces, I believe it is, for $14 if you order them through the app. So hopefully that's available for you. And so I'll be starting that here in a little bit, and I'll start the process all over again. I think I had it right, and I just messed it up, and then I got sick. So we'll see. It's always a learning process. So that's life update now. Like I said, I'll get to, once I get back to 100%, I'll get back to getting around and getting those videos up for you guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.